May 2025 may be the most disrespectful month in BL history. Like, calm down. We only have so many hours in a day and only one nervous system. Within 2 weeks of each other, we're getting 3 insane shows plus more unique ones to finish off the month. Just erase everything on your calendar because it's gonna be May and it's gonna be gay. Hey guys, I'm Blush. You know the drill by now. We talk all things BL here, behind the scenes chaos, the business world of BL, actors, new shows, you name it. Subscribe and leave a comment on what you'd like to see next. This is the worst possible thing that could happen, especially next month. Get yourself a VPN. I use NordVPN. I buy a subscription every year, so I'm always ready to go. The link and 74% off deal is below in the pinned comments. Look how easy it is to change my location. First up, Btwww, and yes, the cars are fast, the stakes are high, and the boys still emotionally reckless behind the wheel. This is exciting for the BL world in general because rarely do we ever get a season 2 of anything. The story picks up 1 year after the chaotic, high-octane mess of season 1. Babe and Charlie are now living together, which sounds wholesome until you realize Charlie's still haunted by the trauma of everything that happened last year, including losing weight and the emotional damage left behind by Tony. This season, racing isn't the only thing heating up because now Charlie's also working in a secret lab with Pete, developing a skill-dissolving drug for special alphas who want to suppress their heightened senses. The goal? To protect Babe. To protect everyone. But while Charlie disappears into the lab, the time he and Babe have for each other start to slip through the cracks. Add in new threats, returning rivalries, and the same chaotic pit crew, and you've got a season that's somehow even more unhinged than the first. The rumors that they would be dropping the whole Omegaverse arc are just rumors because it is alive and well in this season as well. If you think, wow, this is something Blush should definitely dedicate a video to, well, don't worry, it's definitely on the list. This premieres May 2nd on 131 with uncut episodes on iQIYI for us international fans. Btwww 2 isn't just shifting gears, it's building something bigger. A world where love, loyalty, and science fiction drama collide at 200 kilometers an hour, and I, for one, am fully strapped in. Yeah, I've talked about this a lot, mainly because Btwww is one of the most interesting companies to me, especially with how young but successful they've become despite the humble beginnings. For your convenience, I have a video on Btwww's history, I'll link below. But I also have an entire video going over their latest creation, The Next Prince. Set in the fictional kingdom of Emily, this drama follows Kanan, a gentle boy next door type who's lived his whole life unaware he's actually the rightful heir to the throne. And when a palace coup brews, the king sends his most loyal bodyguard, Charon, a man built like a romantic threat, to retrieve the lost prince. In my video, I go into more depth about the cast, the structure of Emily, the roles the noble houses play, if you're curious. Sounds like Btwww wants everyone to have a bit of backstory on the characters and houses before the series starts. Catch this one, also on iQIYI, May 3rd. Man, just these 2 shows alone are going to be bringing a lot of new iQIYI subscribers, or returning ones, to the platform, so I noticed they took the opportunity to do a 40% off sale on the year subscriptions. Like usual, no one's paying me to say any of this, but I did also cancel my monthly subscription and I bought a year of the premium. So if you're all frugal and thrifty like me, that might be something that you want to do. Knockout isn't just about boxing, it's about 2 emotionally bruised men trying to KO their trauma and maybe fall in love in the process. The story follows Keen, a guy who's lost everything and ends up at a local Muay Thai gym with nowhere else to go. That's where he meets Tan, a quiet, disciplined fighter who keeps his pain locked behind a perfect guard. Their bond starts in the ring with blood, sweat, and stolen glances, but outside of it, that bond gets tested by grief, guilt, and the growing realization that their connection runs deeper than just training. Premiering May 16th on WeTV, this series isn't just here to give you dramatic training montages and shirtless sparring sessions. I mean, I'm not against that either. It's giving angst, healing, and a romance built punch by punch. Based on a Thai novel, Knockout brings in fresh faces, Nice and Gunner, and fans are already raving about their chemistry. The trailer is just looking like emotional damage. The vibes looking pretty enemies to lovers, to partners in pain relief. If you like your BL with bruises brooding and boys falling in love while throwing uppercuts, this is your ring. What the heck, WeTV has been bringing us immaculate BLs recently. Even our collective fave right now, Top Form. Yeah, WeTV. Our city boy Yatin, played by none other than Saint in his long-awaited BL comeback, is sent off to the countryside after getting caught up in the wrong kind of drama. And by drama, I mean mafia-adjacent girlfriend theft. Naturally, his dad ships him off to a small village in Prey to lay low under the watchful eye of the young village chief's grandson, our local sweetheart Jom. At first, Yatin's allergic to hard work, fresh air, and the concept of humility, but Jom is patient, principled, and kind of pretty in the sunlight. If you already know where this is going, cue the grumpy city boy softens for hard-working farm boy trope, complete with cows, chores, and some very suspicious lingering eye contact. The show drops May 16th on Workpoint TV with uncut episodes on YouTube via Idol Factory's channel. And yes, I said YouTube, which means free serotonin for all. My sweetheart Jom is giving us a slow burn sweetness, Northern Thai vibes, and Saint back in his element with a fresh face pairing with Boom. The both were actually in The Sign, but Saint only made a guest appearance for one episode. If you ever wanted your BL with a little more dirt road and a lot more heart, this one is for you. Promise I Will Come Back said, let's take soulmates, reincarnation, and ancient cave folklore and turn it into a tragic gay love story set in rural Thailand. Because apparently emotional damage wasn't enough, we had to spiritualize it. I knew I sensed a bit of Taiwan in here because Taiwanese BLs always come at you with high shutter speed, suspiciously high frame rate energy, and an aperture wide enough to blur the background into oblivion, but still let me count every eyelash on his face. So yes, this is a Thailand-Taiwan joint project. Inspired by the real-life legend of Pa Nung Koi Cave, the series follows two young men whose lives and possibly souls are tangled in a timeless promise. One is Thai and the other a mysterious outsider. But when fate brings them together in the same quiet province, something awakens. And no matter how much time has passed, one vow remains: I'll come back to you. Premiering May 19th on Channel 7G, with episodes streaming on WeTV for us, of course. This show brings a new kind of sacred to the BL genre. The leads are Tante alongside the Taiwanese twins Jia Dae and Jia En, making it a true Thai/Taiwanese crossover. You may recognize these two from History 3 and 4, but this is their first major BL production. And if that wasn't enough to hook you, yes, they filmed inside the actual cave where the legend originates. It's the kind of drama that feels like it should be watched in silence under a full moon with subtitles turned on and your heart wide open. I Promise I Will Come Back is serving love that defies time, space, and probably a few karmic cycles. Alright, Thailand has just been dominating May apparently, but this one comes from South Korea. Sweetheart Service is pure fake dating chaos, the kind of story where two people agree to a contract relationship, catch feelings immediately, and act absolutely shocked about it. The story revolves around Yuha, who literally runs a side hustle pretending to be people's fake boyfriend, and Minwoo, his latest walking red flag of a client. The rules are simple: no drama, no real feelings, just keep it professional. Naturally, 30 minutes in, someone's staring a little too long, getting a little too soft, and suddenly, fake doesn't feel so fake anymore. It's premiering sometime in May on YouTube via Strongberry, the indie kings behind Choco Milkshake, so expect cozy vibes, fluttery stares, and at least one rooftop confession scene that'll make you want to throw your phone. Okay, we might as well start off Blush Hour like this, because while we're here, quick unrelated side note for the emotionally unstable among us, Weak Hero Class 2 also dropped a couple days ago. Now, is it a BL? No. Is it about traumatized boys forming emotionally violent, life-altering bonds with each other under fluorescent lighting? Absolutely. The first season was basically a masterclass in I would commit crimes for you but never say it out loud energy. And from the looks of it, season 2 is about to double down on the emotional devastation. So if you're into brutal school fights, broken boy friendships, and crying over people who absolutely refuse to communicate properly, add Weak Hero Class 2 to the survival list. Honestly, if you watched High School Frenemy earlier this year and thought, wow, this is so toxic but cute, then buckle up, because Weak Hero is that concept without the safety rails. If High School Frenemy is a messy teenage drama where you get betrayed, cry about it, and still somehow go for bubble tea afterwards, Weak Hero is betrayal at industrial strength. In Frenemy, when someone stabs you in the back, it's dramatic, but you kind of know there's a group hug coming. But in Weak Hero, when someone stabs you in the back, you actually bleed, and you might catch hands in the stairwell 2 minutes later. Both shows deal with friendship, betrayal, trust, and consequences. So, in a stunning act of delusion and self-care, I actually bought a brand new TV this month. Not that I had one before, but apparently I decided that relaxation BL binging and work BL watching for YouTube needed to be separated. Laptop, strictly for work. TV, vibes only, no note-taking, no timestamps, no analytics, just me, snacks, and some bad decisions at 2 a.m. Am I insane for needing 2 screens to maintain my BL sanity? Probably. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. I've slowly built a cozy setup over time. Just little things that make drama binging feel extra special. Maybe I'll create a list of items I use to create my warm, cozy space with personal blush touches here and there. If I get around to it, it'll be somewhere in the description. Some of it's honestly embarrassing, like wet naps so I don't need to leave to wash my hands if they keep getting full of Cheeto dust. Anyways, yeah. I got a couple of comments saying I wasn't talking about top form. Bestie, were you here in March? That's all I was talking about. It's actually the only BL right now that I wait weekly for. However, I'm sure that'll change in May with all this gold dropping. Now, should we do a video on top form? Maybe we need to start a WeTV playlist because what's with all the BL hits? Good luck surviving May, besties. May your tissues and snack supply be endless. I'll be back in the middle of May with my May roundup that I do every month, making sure we didn't miss anything between now and then. For now, my TV and I have a date with emotional devastation. See you guys later!